शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमाम् आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीमभयदाम् जाड्यान्धकारापहाम् हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधतीम् पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्। विभक्त्यर्थ प्रकरणम्। In Siddhanta Kaumudi, the same prakarana is called Dharaka Prakarana. The more appropriate name is Vibhaktyartha, because this prakarana deals with the meaning of Vibhakti. What is the meaning of each vibhakti? Prathama, Dvitiya, Ityadi. It is given in this prakarana. It is studied in this prakarana. See, if you look at Ashtadhyayi, see Ashtadhyayi 1-4-23. Ashtadhyayi 1-4-23. What is it? 23. Dharake is the Adhika. Under this, up to 55, tat prayojako hetushcha, up to these, Karakas are mentioned. This is Karaka Sanya Prakarana. So, there are 6 Karakas. What are the 6 Karakas? Yeah. Karta, Karma, Karana, Sampradana, Apadana, and Adhikarana. Sampradana, Apadana, and Adhikarana. These are the 6 Karakas. In this section, there are sutras which give these sannyas. So, which Karaka is called Karta? Which Karaka is called Karma? It is given in this section. Then go to 2-3 section. 2-3-1 onwards, up to the end of the chapter. Entire 2-3 section, Tritiya Pada of Dvitiya Adhyaya. It deals with Vibhaktyartha. This is the Vibhaktyartha section of Ashtadhyayi. Which Vibhakti should be used when, in which sense, it is given in this section. And when Panini gives a vibhakti, he gives the meaning of the vibhakti in two ways. One is when a particular karaka is there, that karaka should take this vibhakti. In the sense of a particular karaka, vibhakti is given. A particular vibhakti is given. Then that kind of vibhakti which is used in a particular karaka, it is called karaka vibhakti. It is called karaka vibhakti. So vibhakti is given in the sense of karaka, like karmani dvitiya, kartra karanayos tritiya. So referring to karaka, the vibhakti is given. Then it is called karaka vibhakti. Then vibhaktis are given when a particular word is used in association with a particular word, certain vibhaktis are. In short, the vibhakti which is not karaka, without referring to karaka, not in the sense of karaka, but in other senses also, vibhaktis are given. For example, sahayukte apradhani. When saha is used, a word in association with the saha should get a tritiya. It is called a saha tritiya. It's not a karaka. Their tritiya vibhakti is not in the sense of karaka. So such vibhaktis are called upapada vibhakti. Such vibhaktis are called upapada vibhakti. So vibhakyartha prakaranam is broadly classified into karaka vibhakti and upapada vibhakti. Now, if you look into Laghu Siddhanta Kaumadi or Siddhanta Kaumadi, how he arranges the prakaran, if you look at it. First, he starts with the Prathama Vibhakti, then he goes to Dvitiya, then he goes to Tritiya. That is how he has arranged. Whereas in the Ashtadhyayi, the order is not same. Karmani Dvitiya, like that. So, here the order is different. Whereas in the Laghu Siddhanta Kaumadi, he follows the order of Prathama, Dvitiya, etc. And in each vibhakti, first he will discuss karaka vibhakti, then he will discuss upapada vibhakti. First karaka vibhakti. For example, if we are discussing Dvitiya vibhakti, first he will discuss karaka vibhakti, Dvitiya as karaka vibhakti, and then Dvitiya as upapada. That is how he has arranged the vibhakyartha prakaran. So now we will start with the prakarana as such. Prathama vibhakti. There is a sutra. प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंग परिमाण वचन मात्रे प्रथमा
प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंग परिमाण वचन मात्रे प्रथमा
प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंग परिमाण वचन मात्रे प्रथमा See the टिप्पणी to प्रातिपदिकार्थश्च लिंगञ्च परिमाणञ्च वचनञ्च तानि प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंगपरिमाणवचनानि. So this is द्वन्द्व समासा. प्रातिपदिकार्थः च लिंगं च परिमाणं च वचनं च प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंगपरिमाणवचनानि द्वन्द्व समासा. Then तानि एव तन्मात्रम्. Only that तानि एव प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंगपरिमाणवचनमात्रम्. Just प्रातिपदिकार्थ. Matra means only that. So just प्रातिपदिकार्थ इत्यादि. तस्मिन् इति विग्रहः. That is the विग्रहः. प्रातिपदिकार्थश्च लिंगं च परिमाणं च वचनं च प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंगपरिमाणवचनानि तानि एव only that तन् प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंगपरिमाणवचनमात्रम्. तस्मिन् प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंगपरिमाणवचनमात्रे. That is the विग्रहः. So prathama vibhakti should be used. See, generally we are using a word in association with some other word. When a word is used in association with another word, the word will also convey the connection between one word and another. But sometimes the word is not used in a sentence. It is just used as a stray word without making a sentence. For example, you are listing certain things. What do? You are not making a sentence. You are just writing one by one. For example, what all things are there in this room? I ask you to make a list. You have to just say chair, table, book. Like that you can write. When you are just listing the things, it is pratipadika. What you are intending to convey is just the meaning of the pratipadika. Just the meaning of the word, not in association with anything else. So that is called pratipadika matra. Just the pratipadika that is intended to be conveyed. Then you cannot just write the word. You cannot just write the pratipadika like a pustaka. Pustaka, Tirtha. This is Pratipada. Pustaka, Tirtha, Jnana, Rama, Paduka. Just Pratipadika you cannot. You should make it a Pada. Pratipadika is not a Pada. You have to convert it into a Pada. Only a Pada can be used in the language. Without making it into a Pada, just Pratipadika cannot be used in the language. And if you have to make it into a Pada, you have to add some Vibhakti. So Vibhakti is needed. Though you don't have to convey another meaning as with the Vibhakti. Vibhakti does not have any other meaning as in this one. Yet you have to add a Vibhakti. Hope you are following that. You have to add a Vibhakti. Then only it becomes a Pada. So, which Vibhakti you will add? Then Panini says we have to use Prathama Vibhakti. When Pratipadika Matra is intended, we have to use Prathama Vibhakti. That is the meaning of this Pratipadika Matre Prathama. So the matra should be connected with each one. Pratipadika Matre Prathama. Now, what is Pratipadika? What is the Pratipadika? What is Pratipadika? The meaning of a Pratipadika is called Pratipadika. How can you define the Pratipadika? So when a particular Pratipadika is uttered, what comes to your mind regularly, every time I utter the word, it is called Pratipadika. For example, if I keep uttering the word Ghata, what will come to your mind regularly? Ghata will come. See, there may be various pots. Big pot, small pot, red pot, white pot, green pot. When I say red pot, the red pot comes to your mind. When I say white pot, the white pot will come to your mind. But every time I am uttering the word pot, one thing comes to your mind regular, minus all its features. The qualities may vary, but the meaning of the word pot, it will invariably come to your mind as many times I utter the word in the language. So that is the Pratipadika. So that is why he defines Pratipadika as Niyatopasthitikaha Pratipadika. Niyatopasthitikaha Pratipadikaarthaha Niyatopasthitikaha Pratipadikaarthaha. So what does he mean by Niyatopasthitikaha? यस्मिन् प्रातिपदिके उच्चारिते सति यस्य अर्थस्य नियमेन भानं सः प्रातिपदिकार्थः. So यस्मिन् प्रातिपदिके उच्चारिते सति, when a particular pratipadika is pronounced, is uttered, यस्य अर्थस्य of which meaning niyamena bhanam regularly comes to the mind, regularly flashes in the mind. It is the artha of that pratipadika and it is called pratipadika. See, Tippani 3 is there in Tippani 3. यस्मिन् प्रातिपदिके उच्चारिते सति यस्य अर्थस्य नियमेन भावनं सः प्रातिपदिकार्थः. It is the explanation of नियतोपस्थितिकः प्रातिपदिकः. So मात्र शब्दस्य प्रत्येकं योगः. Matra Shabda should be connected with each one. Pratipadika, Linga Matra, Parimana Matra, and Vachana Matra. So, the first rule is Pratipadika Matre Prathama. Then Linga Matre Prathama. Now see, linga matra is not possible. Linga matra is not possible. When you are conveying a linga of something, linga of some word, then you have to convey the pratipadika also. Without pratipadika, linga cannot be conveyed. Therefore, Varadaraja says, linga matra adhikya, along with the pratipadika, just linga is adhika. Just linga is additional meaning. Only linga is conveyed in addition to pratipadika. Then you call it linga matra adhikya. Then also prathama should be used. So here, for pratipadika matra matre prathama, what will be the example? There are two types of example for pratipadika matre prathama. Pratipadika matre prathama. There are two types of examples. One type of example are the avyayas, which don't have a linga. The avyayas which don't have a linga. For example, uchchais. Uchchais is an avyaya. Uchchais is an avyaya. What does it mean? Loudly. Uchchais means loudly. It is an avyaya. Since it is an avyaya, it doesn't have a linga. It doesn't have a linga. but we have to convert it into this is a pratipadika. This is a pratipadika. By arthavadadhatu apratyaya pratipadikam. This will be a pratipadika. So if we have to use this in the language, we have to convert it into a pada. How will you convert it into a pada? Su. You add a su. In which linga will you add a su? It doesn't have linga. Therefore, it is said samanye napumsakam. Samanye means in general. We have to use napumsakam. Therefore, you have to use napumsakalinga. But then it is an avyaya. Then there is a sutra avyayad apsupaha. Avyayad apsupaha. Look, sup gets dropped. So it will remain uchais. Uchais. Then uchaihi. Rutto visabdo uchaihi. So this is an example for pratipadika arthamatre prathama. Here you don't have to convey the linga because it doesn't have a linga. Now, another type of example for pratipadika is the words that are niyatalinga. Niyatalinga means they have a specific linga. They have specific linga. Their linga doesn't vary. See, there are two types. There are three types of words in Sanskrit. One is alinga. Alinga. Another is niyatalinga. Another is aniyatalinga. Alinga, niyatalinga, and aniyatalinga. There are three types of words in Sanskrit. Alinga means they don't have a linga at all. Like the avyayas. Avyayas don't have linga. Then we have niyatalinga words. They have a specific linga. For example, jnana. Jnana has a niyatalinga. Means it will always be neuter. Jnana cannot be pullinga or strilinga. It will always be neuter, niyatalinga. Or so harihi, hari, always pullinga. She, always strilinga. So niyatalinga. Another is aniyatalinga. Aniyatalinga means its linga can vary. Certain words, they can have two lingas and sometimes it can have three lingas also. For example, akash. Akasha can be pullinga plus napumsakalinga. Therefore, it is aniyatalinga. Tata. Tata can be three lingas. Tatam, tataha, and it can be strilinga also, then it will become tati. So, for aniyatalinga, this is not example. For niyatalinga, also, so pratipadika matre prathama, even niyatalinga are examples. Because in niyatalinga, You don't have to indicate the linga separately. Linga is included in Pratipadika Artha itself. So, like a jnanam, jnanam. So, jnanam is also example for Pratipadika Artha Matre. So, aniyata and niyata linga words, they take prathama vibhakti because of Pratipadika Artha Matre. Then लिंगमात्र आधिक्ये प्रथमा, लिंगमात्र आधिक्ये प्रथमा, लिंगमात्र आधिक्ये प्रथमा. In addition to Pratipadika, you want to convey the linga also separate. Then, so this for this examples are aniyata linga shabdas. Aniyata linga shabdas like akasha. Akasha, akasha is the Pratipadika. And now, which linga you want to convey the Pratipadika Artha, and in addition to the Pratipadika Artha, you want to convey in which linga it is used. Then, linga matra adhikya pratham. So, if I am using it in pullinga, it will become akasha. If I am using it in napumsakalinga, it will become akasam. So, likewise, tataha, tati, tatam, it is lingamatra adhikye prathama example. The third one is parimana matra adhikye prathama. Parimana matra adhikye prathama. Parimana matra adhikye prathama. The example given is Rona Rihi. Rona is prathama, Rihi is prathama. So here, Drona is a measure, like a seer, it's a liter or seer, whatever, something like that. Is drona. One drona, two drona, like that. So drona is a parimana vishesha. Parimana vishesha means a specific quantity is called drona. And Vrihi is, what is Vrihi? Rice, paddy is called Vrihi. Drona is the quantity of Vrihi. Now, I have to say that Drona is the quantity of Vrihi. Quantity. This word This meaning has to be conveyed. In addition to the Pratipadhikartha Drona, which is a specific quantity, Parimana Vishesha, in addition to that, I have to convey the meaning, quantity. When I say quantity, I am not specifying the quantity. The word quantity, what does it mean? Parimana Saman. Any quantity in general. Just quantity, if I say, it is Parimana Saman. Only when I say which quantity, what quantity, it becomes Parimana Vishesha. So, see, for example, Rama wears clothes. If I say Rama wears clothes, when I say Rama wears clothes, I am referring to cloth in general. It is cloth saman. Then you ask what? Then I have to say the Vishesh, blue cloth or yellow cloth. Rama wears yellow cloth. Then it becomes cloth Vishesh. Now see, when we describe something, first we qualify it with Saman. And then the Samanya is qualified by the Vishesh. That is how we qualify it. First we have to say Rama wears cloths. Then we have to qualify the cloths. So here Rama is qualified by cloths. And the cloth is qualified by cloth Vishesh. That is how any qualification happens. Similarly, here, when I say Drona, Drono Vrihi, Drona refers to Parimana Vishesh. And Vrihi is something which is qualified by a Parimana. A Parimana Samanya is needed to connect these. Just like cloth was Samanya. Similarly, a Parimana Samanya has to be mentioned to connect these. And that is served by Parimana Matra Adhikya Prathama. The Prathama Vibhakti, which is used in the sense of Parimana Samanya. And that is mentioned as Parimana Matra Adhikya Prathama. So then it will become Drona plus Su. Then Drona V. So this Su, it refers to the Pratipadhikartha also. And in addition to Pratipadhikartha, it refers to Parimana Samanya. So then the meaning will be the Vrihi, which is qualified by a Parimana, which is qualified by Drona. So Drona Vishishta Parimana Vishishtaha Vrihi. The Vrihi, which is qualified by Parimana, which is Drona. That will be the meaning of Drona. So that is Parimana Matra Adhikya Prathama. then vachanamatre prathama. Vachanamatre prathama. Here adhikya is not needed. Vachanamatre prathama. Vachana means sankhya. Sankhya matre prathama. Vachana matre prathama means sankhya matre prathama. So this is useful in eka, dvi ityadi. Eka. Like eka. Now the problem here will be, if eka is mentioned, see, when we use any pratyaya is added in the sense of ekavachana, dvivachana, bahuvachana. Dvekayor, dvivachana, ekavachane, bahushu, bahuvachana. So the pratyaya has the meaning of 1, 2, 3 numbers. When already eka is told by the pratipadika itself, then what is the use of telling the ekavachana, dvivachana again? So there is a redundancy. There is a redundancy. In case of number words, the pratyaya will have a redundancy. Then Panini says, no, even if it is redundant, because the meaning of the number is already conveyed by the pratipadika itself, even though it is redundant, it has to be used, and it is told by this sankhya matre prathama. So eka should get the same prathama vibhakti. प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंग परिमाण वचनमात्रे प्रथमा.
प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंग परिमाण वचनमात्रे प्रथमा.
प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंग परिमाण वचनमात्रे प्रथमा.
प्रातिपदिकार्थलिंग परिमाण वचनमात्रे प्रथमा.
नियतोपस्थितिकः
प्रातिपदिकार्थः.
This is explained. मात्र शब्दस्य प्रत्येकं योगः. मात्र शब्दस्य प्रत्येकं योगः. योगः means संबंध. Here yoga means sambandha. Matra shabda has sambandha, yoga, with each one. Pratipadika, linga, parimana and vachana. 4. Pratipadika matre. Lingamatra परिमाण मात्रे संख्या मात्रे च सॉरी लिंगमात्राद्याधिक्ये परिमाण मात्रे is not meant. It's there in this, but it is not correct. Linga matra adi adhikye means linga matra adhikye and parimana matra. Parimana matre is not needed. Again, it's there in your book. It's not needed. It is Ashuddha. So, संख्या मात्रे च
संख्यामात्रे च
प्रथमा स्यात्
प्रथमा स्यात्
प्रातिपदिकार्थमात्रे लिंगमात्राणि आधिक्ये means lingamatra adhikye and parimana matra adhikye. In addition to pratipadika, if linga is conveyed and if parimana is conveyed, parimana samanya is conveyed, then prathama and sankhya matre cha prathama. If just sankhya is conveyed, then also prathama shyat. The examples are given. Pratipadikaarthamatre
प्रातिपदिकार्थमात्रे
uchchaihi
उच्चैः
नीचैहि
नीचैः
कृष्णः
कृष्णः
श्रीहि
श्रीः
ज्ञानम्
ज्ञानम्
प्रातिपदिकार्थमात्रे. So प्रातिपदिकार्थमात्रे examples. Uchchaihi and Nichaihi, they are two avyayas. Avyayas are alinga. Therefore, you don't have to mention their linga. Therefore, just pratipadika. Then Krishna, Shrihi and Jnanam, they are niyatalinga. Niyatalingaha shabda. Krishna, you don't have to mention the linga separately. Nobody will ask you what is the linga of Krishna. Krishna is masculine. So there cannot be 2 or 3 possibilities of linga. Therefore, linga is included in pratipadika in this. So, therefore, Krishna, just pratipadikaartha matre pratham. Shrihi and Jnana. Then lingamatre means lingamatra adhikya. Along with the pratipadikaartha, you have to mention, you are specifying, you are intending which linga you are using also. Then tataha, tati, tatam. So tata shabda is aniyata linga. It can take all 3 lingas. Therefore, you have to, when you are mentioning tata, you will also mention in which linga you are using. Therefore, linga matra adi prathama. Then parimana matre means parimana matra adhikya. So parimana matra adhikya prathama. Example is Drono Vrihi. Drono Vrihi is the example. Then Vachanam Sankhya. Vachanam means Sankhya. Examples are Ekaha, Gau, Bahavaha. Ekaha, Gau, Bahavaha. Even Trini, Ityadi also are examples. So there it is Vachanamatre Prathama. So this is one usage of Prathama Vibhakti. Mainly the usages of Prathama Vibhakti are given in this sutra itself. Then another usage संबोधने च
संबोधने च
प्रथमा स्यात्
प्रथमा स्यात्
संबोधने प्रथमा संबोधने while inviting somebody while calling somebody we use prathama vibhakti prathamasya. So sambodhanam is not a separate vibhakti, it is prathama vibhakti only, but in the forms might be slightly different. The vibhakti is prathama vibhakti. हे राम
हे राम
इति प्रथमा. So prathama vibhakti is completed. Now see the Ashtadhyayi 231. What is the sutra? Anabhihite anabhihite.
anabhihite.
See, all other vibhaktis other than prathama vibhakti, they are given under the adhikar anabhihite. Anabhihite karmani dvitiya. So everywhere anabhihite will connect. So anabhihite karmani dvitiya ityara. What is anabhihite? Abhihita and anabhihita. What is abhihita and what is anabhihita? Huh? I have told this earlier. Abhihita and anabhihita. When a particular word refers to something which is denoted by a verb, it is called abhihita. For example, Ramah phalam khadati. Ramah phalam khadati. Phala and Ram. This is phala. This is Ram. Khadati is a kartari. The ti pratyaya is added in kartari. Ti is a ting pratyaya and ting is in kartari. Ting is in kartari. And this thing, what does it refer to? Karta, who is Rama. Thing is referring to this Bhadati thing is referring to Rama, not Phala. He is not referring to Phala. That is why, if it is Rama instead of Rama, if it is Rama, this will change. Yeah. But if it is Phalan, suppose plural instead of singular, if it is plural, this will not change. Why? Because this and this both are referring to the same Ram. Therefore, this Rama becomes Abhihita. Rama is Abhihita. Abhihita means denoted or referred to. Phalam is anabhihita because it is not denoted by the thing. So generally, abhihita and anabhihita is by thing. It can be other three also. It can be krit, tadvita and samasa also. Abhihita can be anything that is referred to by thing, krit, tadvita or samasa. These four. Thing, krit, tadvita or samasa. It can be abhihita by any of these four, but for now let's take just the thing. Just the thing. The other three we can ignore now at this level. For our convenience, we will take just the thing. Abhihita means it is denoted by a thing. Let's define that. So it can be denoted by krit, tadvita, samasa also, that we can see later on. So phalam is anabhihita. Phalam is not denoted by thing. That is why this does not change with the change in phalam. Now, that is anabhihita. Now suppose instead of bhagati, I use bhagyate. Bhagyate. This is also thing. Bhagyate, te is also thing pratyay. This te. Phalam is one. Now, so phalam is one. What is referred to? What is denoted by thing? Phalam. So this is karmani prayoga. Bhagyate is karmani prayoga. In karmani prayoga, what is referred to by thing is the karma, the object. Yeah. And Rama, it won't become Rama. Ramena. So that is the concept of abhihita and anabhihita. Now, if something is abhihita, if anything is abhihita, then it will be prathama. Abhihite prathama. Abhihite prathama. This is a rule. There is no sutra like this. According to some, there is a vartika. Abhihite prathama. If something is abhihita, then prathama vibhakti should be used. If karta is abhihita by the thing pratyaya, then karta becomes prathama. If karma is abhihita by the thing pratyaya, then karma should be used in prathama. Nurtavasaneन kadajanajo nanadathakam navapanchamaharam uddhattu kamassanakami siddhan एकत्वमर्षे शिवसूत्रजालम्